Alright. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say Kalayim La Yahal Bashim Yahusha Bashim Kakodash. And the oneness of the elders and apostles, great millstone to do rule and teach well. I just want to go over, quick topic. So this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears, right? And that's in our time now, right? The same people back then, were turning away, who didn't want to hear the truth back then, right? Same people now, right? Like it says in Daniel, at the end, even now Daniel, you shall, pretty much continuing in your lot, roughly paraphrasing. So if you're a prophet back then, man of the Lord back then, you're a man of the Lord now. If you were rejecting the truth and you didn't want to hear it back then you're going to be in that same lot now, right? You're in that same lot, the same wicked Israelite lot, okay? And when you go into that word itching ears, it just means they want to hear something pleasant. When you go into that word itching, so that means they don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear pleasant things, right? But the fact of the matter is that that's how it shows people they don't understand the balance or the nuances of this truth, man. Because there's a lot of pleasantries, right? A lot of pleasant things, right? The kingdom to come, right? That our people will not be in fear anymore. That our people won't, be jacked up anymore. That people are going to be all righteous in the end, right? It's a very beautiful thing, right? But there's also the bitter, right? That some of us will have to give up our lives for this thing, right? That we're moving into famines, that, society as we know it is going to be drastically changed. And, if you're a man of the Lord, if you're, in this truth, man, you're going to have to give up a lot of things, right? Including your home, your job, some of the pastimes, because it's all going to get blocked by the MLTB, right? It's like, even things like, like going to the gym, right? Like that's a common place I'm at, right? You see in some of these gyms, they have the whole tap with your phone thing. What do you think that's setting up, right? For the MLTB. But I don't want to go rant too long because we gotta crack on. We got things. We got some scriptures we gotta get into. I don't want to be stuck. So it's the book of Isaiah 39. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. All right, so as they were back then, so they are now. Right. The only difference is, and this is in the book of Esdras as well, but in times past, the prophets, they prayed for the nation as a whole, right? The leaders of our people, they prayed for the nation as a whole, and the Lord saved the nation as a whole, right? And if you read the Apocrypha, it says that, therefore they have prayed for the weak, right? Because in these times now, the Lord is not going to save everyone. He's going to save his elect remnant, okay, across the four corners, okay? It's only here in America that the 2/3, right? Everyone who isn't saved in America and everyone who is not on the chariot in America, that 1/3 will be in a chariot, and it can only be in the 12 tribes of Israel. If an individual is not of that number, is not of the elect, it's not an Israelite, they will meet their end here, because this land will be inhabited by no one. It's going to be a desert. So that means when those missiles hit, this place is going to be totally destroyed and irradiated and completely burnt up. It's going to be a lake of fire. Any people here, this will be their grave. Even if you're in a bunker, you'll just be, bones in a bunker. You know what I mean? Like, the missiles will hot. There'll be nothing. It will just be like just dirt, like sand. It'll be just just nothing. You'd be erased, right? With the cans of soup. I mean, I joke too much, right? Would say to the seer. Seer is just another way of saying prophet. That's what they called back then, like in old time. You read about that in Samuel. They used to be called seers, but of course, it's a corresponding word in Hebrew. Yeah, to see, ra, inspect, seer. Let's see what the word for prophets. Okay, because all right, so yeah, so we'll see to see not. All right, let's get that out of there. So to see not to the prophets, prophesy unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right, because once again, all right, our people, they don't want to hear what's right. They don't want to hear, the bitter. They just want to take the sweet things. They want to say, yeah, I'm an Israelite because, that's trendy now, right? It's trendy to say, yeah, I'm an Israelite. They get the little baby garment, the t-shirt fringes. They walking around Family Dollar in fucking Brownsville, And I'm not joking either. You'll see that. The woman, they'll be wearing fringes. I saw that, just like a woman in fringes at like Family Dollar. I didn't know what I was looking at. Now it's just like, man, well, what are you doing? You're being over righteous. You're supposed to be wearing. You're not moving wisely. You're supposed to be wearing no garment, no fringes out in the street. You're supposed to be a keeper at home, right? If you want to wear your fringes at home with your husband, whatever. But you go out, no, obviously not. So let's crack on because we gotta keep it productive. So this is the book of Jeremiah 14. And 15. 14. Yeah, 13. Then said I, Lord power, Yahweh, Bashem Rasha. Behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you sure peace in this place. Right? And that was back then, but applies to us now as well. Like we got these different Israelite camps. Some of them believe that there will be no Jacob's trouble. Some of them believe that the mark of the beast is just sin. I think Cesariak believes that one. Some of these guys believe that one. They believe that. Some of these guys out here really believe that. They believe that Jacob's trouble isn't coming. They just they don't believe that MLTB is what it is. They think it's sin. All kinds of silly false doctrines like that. It's not the truth. Yeah. Neither shall you have famine, right? So they don't believe in any part of Jacob's trouble. They don't believe that famine is going to come to this place. They just think that everything's just going to be honky-dory. Well, it's not even honky-dory right now. I mean, things are falling apart as we speak. Inflation, unemployment, people not wanting to go back to work. People are upset. You got ICE riots. If you can't see that things are very wrong and that things are going to get much worse, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know. Then the Lord sent to me the prophets, prophesied lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither speak unto them. They prophesy unto you a fake vision, false vision, divination, and a thing of not in the seat of their heart. All right, so that's what these other camps are doing pretty much. They're not prophesying in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Some of them don't even believe in the name. They say God in Christ bless. Like IUIC. Right? because that's what they say. Right? They're not prophesying in the name, and they're not preaching the correct doctrine. Right? Gotta like the Genesis guys. They believe in a heathen can make it. They believe in that heathen can rise up in judgment against an Israelite in the kingdom. The heathen will judge our people. The heathen, they're going to be co-rulers with us in the kingdom. Like, absolutely not. You know, I mean, after the 1,000-year time period, right, they're just going to go back to their lands and build up their lands. But they're still going to be subservient unto us, right? Still pay tribute. It's called tributary. Like, you have a tributary river, they're going to be tributaries unto us. Okay? That's forever. And they're going to follow our ways forever. Okay? And obey us forever. And be under us forever. It's not going to change. Yeah. So, let that be that. A little one edified. And say shalom.